Yo, what's up, everybody? This is BTR, Bezo the Rebel. I just want to talk about Ronda Rousey and her thoughts on committing suicide. She wanted to commit suicide after the tough loss to Holly Holmes. And what I want to talk about, Holly Holm, I believe is her name. And what I want to talk about in regards to that is two things. One, never allow someone to lift you up so high that they can drop you. That mindset of her wanting to kill herself didn't stem from the fact that she lost. It stemmed from the fact that she lost in front of millions of people. And now she's not the baddest woman on the planet no more. And we lifted her up. We, as in not necessarily me, but just as a whole, society lifted her up to such an incredible level, and she reached such atmospheric levels that it probably got to her head. And then when she lost, she couldn't take it, because now she identifies herself the way we see her. And if we see her as a great fighter, then that's who she is. If we see her as a bad fighter, then that's who she is. And that's, on her part, I would say, towards anyone being a celebrity, a musician, an athlete, anything, anybody of any fame, don't allow fans, anybody, don't get caught up in your own hype. It's not that serious, because they do this on purpose. It's human nature, man. These people want to see you reach a certain level, and then they want to drop you. When you get to that level, they're gonna put you at a level that, to be honest, you're not. So, have love for yourself, and don't let that love stem from anyone else. To be honest, her response was coming from, she said that she wanted to kill herself. She said, what am I if I'm not this? If I'm not a champion, what am I? She said she looked at her man and said, I gotta have his babies. I got to live. Come on. Like, even that's not a right mindset, because you're still stemming it from someone else. Want to live for yourself. Because what if you guys don't make it? What if you guys ain't together forever? What if, hopefully not, but what if you can't have children? What if, we don't know. There's so many variables. You got to live for yourself. You truly have to live for yourself. That's two. That's number one. Number two, we got to talk about bullying, to be honest. And I know it sounds wrong, considering that how braggadocious she was heading into all her fights, because you have to think on, some people can't handle certain things. I think it's one thing if she lost and then people were being analysts about it, in the sense of saying, Ronda should have tried to get her to the ground more often. Ronda shouldn't have tried to make it a stand-up game. And we're trying to be analytical in the sense of trying to break down why she lost. That's not what people are doing. People were making memes. People were making, videos talking about how happy they were, how elated they were, and excited they were, and that, wishing her the worst. Heading into the fight, after the fight, I've seen terrible comments. I think there's got to be a level of sensitivity. I think at the same time, even though she's in her position, even though she's done it to herself, but there's a culpability that we have to accept as human beings, that when you see another human being say something like, hey, I thought about killing myself. Now, I don't know her personally, so I don't know if this is real, this is fake. I'm just going to take her word for it and assume that it was real. And the fact of the matter is that she thought that, and wanted to express that on a platform of such, on the Ellen show. And so, I would never, I don't think we should, I really think we should now talk about internet bullying. We now need to talk about what is it to be behind that keyboard, and what is it that gives you that strength to feel like you can just want to be racist, be sexist, be a bully in general, be rude, and just wish the worst. And on one hand, I want to say to the people who are on the receiving end of those messages, be strong, because they're that's irrelevant. They're irrelevant. On the other hand, I want to say to the people who are sending those messages, you have to be cognizant of the fact that everyone's not going to take it the same way. You may send that message to me, and I might say, hey, all right, cool, move on. Send it to the next person, they might want to kill themselves, or they might go into a deep state of depression. And these people got children. These people are brothers, sisters. These people are parents, and you know, and they're children at the same time, man. So, you know, be conscious, man, of what you're doing, man. I just felt like her talk, I was already in the process, in the thought process, just thinking about uh the mindset of what makes somebody want to commit suicide. And I felt like this was an apropos time to now talk about it when I see Ronda Rousey wants to, you know, she talked about it on such on a big scale, and props to her for even admitting that on such a platform. So, and for being a person of who she was and who she is. And I think what she's starting to do is be herself and tear them layers down. Tear them layers down. So much props to her for that. And I hope, you know, hope the best for her. Hope the best for you guys watching this video. It's BTR, Bees of the Rebel. I'm out.